Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sid,
I'm Tay.
and today we are doing a very special video where we're showing Tay for the first time the trainee stages from Fes and from their showcase tour of Forked Road. Whee! Everybody cheer. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to show Tay this song for like a very long time.
Ages.
This song is so good. It's so cute. It's pop excellence.
Ooh, okay.
And it was also the intro or the outro. It was, I think, the intro for a Pokemon series, cartoon series, Poketoon, on the internet.
Okay.
But it was
Trainees.
very cute. So there's also like a Pokemon version of this like video. Well, not this video, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the song.
Yeah.
That's
But,
cute.
Man, they sound so good and so cute on this song. And I can't wait for them to like actually debut eventually.
Yeah, because unless something crazy happens, these three are going to be in the S group, right?
Yes, and they'll probably debut in like the fall of next year, probably. So I'm excited.
Oh my god, I'm going to be here before a group debuts. It'll be my first time.
Yeah. And you'll have probably watched the first and Mission by then, so you'll see all of their backgrounds. Because
That's crazy.
Rui and Taiki started on the first, and Kanon started on Mission. So
how old were they?
Very young. Taiki and Rui, I think, were like 13.
Okay, so that's like a year. That's like a year younger than Yuhei. I forgot that they're only a year apart.
Yeah, no, they're only a year younger than Ryuhei, but yeah, it was crazy. But
anything else I should know about this before we just jump into it?
No, it's just cute. It's a very uplifting, cute song. I mean, it's called Forked Road, so you can imagine like if there's a forked path in front of you, which one do you take? Easy one, hard one? What benefits does it give you?
Gotcha.
So,
all right.
Man.
I'm anxious.
I'm so excited. I'm anxious too. I actually haven't watched this particular video in a while. Oh, they're so precious.
They have such short hair here, all of them.
This was just post haircut. This was actually filmed after Fest. Oh, I love this song.
I like the lighting change.
I'm ready for
Wow. Oh, and a Taiki sung chorus. Yeah. love the way the three of them work together.
Yeah, they have a good chemistry. Oh, that's so cute.
Bro, I'm so close to crying.
Oh, they're so cute.
My little babies.
Oh, I liked that song a lot. It gave like coming of age story vibes. Sid did send me the lyrics, the translated lyrics before we started. So I do know a little bit about what the song is about. Obviously it's also called Forked Road, so like
we can make some inferences.
A couple of things that stood out to me immediately. Kanon's voice. I love him.
Yeah.
Especially when he hit a couple of those high notes. I was like, I liked the lighting change. So it went from like a really like kind of, well, right here it was warmer, but like at the beginning here, it's like a very like bright white. And then they kind of like,
they turn the camera 90 degrees.
Yeah. And then it's warm. I liked that. And then also with the filtering and the lighting and stuff is that when it got to like the later part in the song where it was like going back and forth between like the blue, like the actually like blue and then the warm again. I liked the storytelling that had, like, just on its own, like at the beginning, like it, like when it's the white lighting, it feels like it's a clean slate. It's like we haven't made the decision yet. And then it goes to the warm lighting and they're like, we've made the decision. This is what we're gonna go with. Like, this is the path that we've chosen. And then when it's like the blue parts, it's only like brief moments of the blue parts where it's like you can see like the overgrowth when it's warm. It looks like, with the plants, I mean, the overgrowth when it's warm, it's like, oh, that's like greenhouse vibes. But then it goes to the blue and it's like, oh, it's kind of
scary.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. It's like like scary is a good, like, we don't know. To me, it kind of felt like this is the path that we've chosen, but there are some parts of it that are scary and we have to work through. Yeah.
Yep.
So that was...
I thought the same thing when I watched it the first time.
My skills in deciphering media are getting up there.
Yeah, but it's still overwhelmingly like a warm-toned video, a happy-toned video, and they're just like, their smiles, they're so cute.
Throughout the whole thing, like they're genuinely having fun and they're having like, they just have really good chemistry with each other. I said it at the end of the video, but just like the way that they work together, it's perfect.
And I don't know if you noticed, but something I really like about this song is that I'm pretty sure there's 3 choruses, and every time it's sung by a different guy.
Oh, I didn't actually notice that, but that's...
Yeah, so like, I don't know, it's nice because I was worried that Taiki might get pigeonholed into like being just a rapper dancer type, but the fact that he gets to sing on a chorus too, and like on his solo song he sings too, and I'm like, I'm just so happy. I'm so proud of them all.
Yeah, that's nice that they're... I mean, we've heard this from directly from BE:FIRST, but also we've just noticed it like going through different things that they definitely allow members that have strengths in certain aspects of performance to be heavy on those, but they don't make it so that they can't do anything else.
Yeah, of course. Which I'm happy about. Like, I want to hear the rappers sing. I want to hear the singers rap. I want to see everybody dance. Like,
yeah.
It's just great.
And the dancing.
It's great yeah, the dancing in this is actually particularly interesting to me because the 3 of them all have very different dance styles from each other. And so it could like lead it to maybe being like messy or whatever, but I think it's really interesting to see a choreography where all 3 of them are pulling it off, but in such a different way.
Yeah.
Like, even just the fact that Rui and Taiki have such a big height difference, like, and like limb length difference, like that's going to make your dancing look different. But they don't make it look weird or like off-putting. It still looks synergistic.
Yeah, there's definitely a way to play with perspectives with the camera to make it not look so weird and awkward. And I don't think that every director has and like camera operator has that eye. So it's really good that they had people working on this music video or performance video, I mean, that did have that eye. They were like, okay, we know how to make this look good, not clunky and like awkward and like this guy is like a head taller than this guy, and it's like, because I mean, I knew that they had a height difference, but I didn't really notice it.
No, you don't really. Like, when you really think about it, you're like, oh yeah, I notice it. But like when they're all just performing together, you're like, oh, that's just 3 guys.
Throwback to when we watched Glitch, and I was like, oh my god, Sota looks tall here because he was standing next to Taiki.
Because he was standing next to Taiki. I love Taiki, bro.
Oh.
I have such a soft spot for Taiki.
They're so cute. I love their smiles
really
here. They're just like this whole end here where it's just like them like looking at each other and smiling. Guys. Oh my god.
Yep.
They're so cool too. Like I really liked the what you said before we started. It was like very pop based. Like that's yeah. It's
like this is a pop song.
This is a pop song that would play on the radio in Texas. If it were in
Not
English.
In Texas.
If it were in English.
Yeah.
I also liked the moments where they like focused on singular members for like dancing or like singing or whatever. Like that was really cool. They were like yeah, we're a group, but also look at me.
Well, yeah, because they're a group, the 3 of them, but they're also 3 individuals, right? It's easier to show more of each of them because there's only 3.
Right.
So it's easy to just take the other 2 guys away and be like, focus on this one for now.
Rui has such fluffy hair.
Yep.
Every like screen cap where he's like doing a move, his hair is flying.
Yup.
They're so cute.
Ugh, I'm so excited for them to debut. Like really excited.
I liked the color palette for their outfits too. Like they match each other, but they're different. Like these,
yeah, they all fit together, but they're all very different stylistically.
These 2 colors are not the same. They're in the same family of colors, but they're not the same color. And then the same with these. Like
Taiki's wearing purple.
Yeah, like this is more purple than anything, but it's still like a muted, like kind of cream. Oh, and I also really like, I'm seeing it now, especially like they had dark shirts, and then his is colorful, but he's got the vest, so it almost looks like opposite. Like he's like the center of his body is like light, and then the other 2, the center of their bodies is dark. I think that's really cool. I don't know if I'm reading it too much into it, but you know.
It's okay. This is like, we're gonna have 2 total videos on the trainees, so like we gotta talk as much as we can.
True. Oh, I don't want to move on from their faces. They're so cute.
They're so cute. Like, I can't hear much more in this song than I've already heard. Like, I've listened to this song so much since it came out that, like, I know where every little ad lib is coming in. I know where every little thing is happening. But every time I listen to it, like, I'm not upset about it. Like, even if it's predictable to me at this point, I still love this song. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they put in it, but it was made for my taste.
They straight up put dopamine in it.
No, real. Like the little, like, I don't know what it is. It's some kind of percussion instrument that's like a xylophone or like
yes.
Like a metal, I don't know, there's like it's probably a glockenspiel anyway. Doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's that, and then the like tiny little bits of guitar that you hear just interspersed, especially in the dance break. But it's mostly this like synth track with like kind of minimal beat, but like heavy on the vocal melody, and especially in the chorus, the vocal melody. Like their voices are basically like another instrument.
Yeah,
and it just sounds so good.
I'm glad that you brought that up, because that was actually one of the first things I wanted to talk about. Is the use of instruments in this song is so good. Like it's a bunch of like what would, like, if I saw like a lineup of all of the instruments that they used in this song, and I would be like, this is fucking random. This is just, you just pulled this out of the back closet. But they all work so well. Like that, like, you know, xylophone sounding, I don't remember what you said it was probably, but that sounding instrument, the guitar that you mentioned, I really, really liked the, like, kind of acoustic feel, like, during the dance break, like, for the guitar, I was like, oh my god, what a random moment to put that, but it works really well.
The fact that they had these, like, two, like, acoustic-y instruments in a song that is, like, mostly, like, synths and stuff, and, like, they don't take the synths out. Like, you still hear this, like, droning synth sound when there's, like, a tiny little guitar riff going on. It's like, I don't know, it's very cool texture, like we always talk about.
BMSG loves texture in their songs.
Yeah, and me too.
Well, yes. That's why we're here.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the Taiki dance break. I know they all do it, but he's in the middle. The way he whips his head to the one side.
Yeah.
Like, how did he not break his neck doing that?
He's built different.
They're so cool. And it just gets even better on the live stage.
Oh. They're so cute. Just the ending of this, like, I'm so glad that they left this in for so long, because I'm like, well, yes, I would love to see them smiling at each other.
So cute. The babies.
I liked Rui's voice a lot. I know that I mentioned Kanon's voice, but, like, I knew that because I heard him on the East versus West and the
Memoria.
Yeah, Memoria. I was like, which stage was it again? Me, when I watch all of them all at the same time, so I'm just like, no, they're all the same song. They are not.
They all blend together. They're definitely not.
So we knew that I liked his voice. Sid knew that I liked his voice. Y'all probably also knew that I liked his voice. Rui, I also liked his voice on Swan's War, but I remember saying during the live version of it that his voice was not as, like, full as some of the other people on that track. And that I'm excited to hear more from his live, because I think probably what happened is that it just, like, for that particular stage, it wasn't as full. But I have a feeling that when we watch the 2 live videos that we have for this video, that I'm going to eat my words.
I have a feeling you'll be right.
So I'm excited. I do like his voice a lot. I love Taiki's voice. Taiki,
yes.
Taiki, they have wildly different voices, but there's, like, it reminds me sort of Eddie in that it's not a typical voice that you hear.
Well, I mean, he's been rapping since he was, like, a literal child, like, writing his own raps and, like, trying to develop his own rap style. So, like, he's come a long way. Like, even though he's only what, I can't do
17.
math. 17 or something. Like, he is very well seasoned when it comes to learning about, like, the way he sounds.
Yeah, I just think
it's just really cool.
I just love voices that stand out, and his definitely stands out. I mean, obviously, most of the time I end up biasing vocalists, like main vocalists. Even for groups that aren't J-pop, that aren't part of BMSG, I'm like, who is that? And so, like, you're picking out the vocalist again.
Yep.
But that doesn't take away from my appreciation for voices that are different. Like, Eddie has a very different voice. Taiki has a very different voice. Sota has a very different voice. And I love I love their voices, and I love what they add to each song that they're in.
Yeah, I agree.
Sato's another one that has a different voice. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think it's funny because you talk about how, like, predictable or not predictable your Oshis and your biases are. But in BMSG, I think my Oshi line is the most predictable. Like, it's become a joke at this point.
You're consistent.
Like, I'm very like, Sota, Ron, Taiki. Well, of course. Like, it makes perfect sense.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's
we have to watch the live stage. We have to. This is one of I say it so often. This is one of my favorite videos, like, ever. And also, this was filmed obviously at Fes, but this was filmed before they filmed that practice or that performance video.
Right, because you said that video was after Fest and they all had freshly gotten haircuts.
They have fresh haircuts. Yeah. So this was before, obviously after they had recorded the song, but before, I'm assuming this is when the song came out for the first time. Because I'm pretty sure Fest what happened before the song came out. Either that or it's like really close together.
Gotcha. Okay. Again, I have to comment on how fucking big this venue is.
Yeah, K Arena. It's kind of
crazy. Yeah, because it goes all the way up here, too.
Oh yeah, it's tall.
It's tall and it's like it's so wide. It's almost like an amphitheater, like the shape of it.
No, that's why I want to go to a concert in Japan so bad. The venues look sick.
Do we know what day this was recorded on?
No, I have no idea.
Okay. Commenters, if you know, please let us know. We just like to know things, even if they don't really make any difference.
I would assume that if all the other videos that are coming out are from the third day, then maybe this one is too. But
I wonder if they like recorded each day and they were like, okay, this one was the best.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. They probably did.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm excited.
必ず世界取りたいと思います。今日この日から僕たちの挑戦が始まります。Forks Road。誰より高く、誰より遠く。
I'm already gonna cry.
Yeah, already I'm eating my words.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't notice his pants before. That's cool.
What, the skeleton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, his little smile.
They're incredible.
Yeah. This Taiki part right here. Oh. He hits every syllable so clean. Wow. Hit that shit, Taiki.
What the hell? Oh, my face hurts. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bro.
I'm gonna cry.
I am crying.
I'm not there yet. I don't know enough about them, thankfully, because otherwise I would be actually like crying right now. Oh my god.
I feel like a proud mother. Like, they're just so good.
They're
And, like,
incredible.
The amount that they've grown.
I know. That's one of the first things I wanted to talk about is that the difference, like their stage presence is insane. Their ability to like really sell what they're performing is like it's, I keep saying incredible, but it's incredible.
It is.
And then I was just thinking about like the differences between like when I saw them performing live for East versus West, and then here, like it is, they are leaps ahead of where they were a year ago, and that's insane.
Right? And like that's insane to think, like how much you can grow in 1 year, and like obviously they're still growing kids. Like,
yeah,
but
like they're just gonna get
like,
better.
They're gonna get even better than this, and like how is that even possible?
Like, yeah, like actually, because I'm thinking about like how the differences between like Be First, like some of their live stages from a couple years ago, Mazel from like a year ago, to what we've seen from each of those groups now, and they've grown, and they're not just kids. I mean, Yuhei is just a kid, and a couple of the Mazel ones are you know, on the younger side.
Young,
but they're not like 17.
Yeah.
And they're like improving that much. So like these guys who are still only 17 have so much room to grow, and they're like, oh.
I also love like seeing them grow together. Like especially like Rui and Taiki, because they were both on the first. Like you'll see it, but like they were just two little rascals back then. Just two little guys. They would always be like pulling like little jokes and like goofing off, and like to know that those two kids are right here now is Kanon was always kind of the most mature out of the three of them,
he kind
not
of
just
gives
because
the
he's
vibes.
a year older, but like even Kanon being with the other two is like, I don't know, I guess let him be more goofy too. And I don't know, I just really like their dynamic between the three of them. I like it so much. And I'm like actually like bursting at the seams, wanting them to debut so bad.
Oh my god.
I need it.
I don't know them. I've just met them. Like I don't consider like the things that I've seen from them at Fest, like obviously they impressed me. Not taking away from that. But I didn't like know them as performers, because it's hard to like know them as performers when they're in a big group like that, because I mean, even for the one where they split into 3 groups, that was still a pretty big group. So it's hard to like really get a feel for who they are as like performers and as like artists and stuff. And I've just gotten my first taste of it with these 2 videos that we just did, and I'm like already filling up with like love and admiration.
Yep. When there's just 3 of them on stage, it is very easy to see how much they've grown. And like I love how immediately as the first song started and Rui sang his first verse, you knew that you were wrong about his live vocals. And I think it's just because he has different types of parts in Swan War.
Right,
like, it's not the like heavy vocal parts that like he has on this song, and like he comes swinging right out the gate.
Oh yeah. And what was it, like 10 seconds in, like after the talking,
after the little spoken intro? Yeah, he's literally like the first part. And it there I don't even know what to say. I'm just so excited to see how much more they can grow.
They're already also putting in like small details in their performance, like their face acting and stuff. Like each of them had it already.
And I think the biggest thing I noticed in this video that I watch every single time I watch this video is Taiki's intonation on that one rap part, I don't know why it stands out to me so much every time, but there's a section where there's a lot of sounds back to back, which is really hard. And then there's a section where there's a lot of like t sounds back to back. And that's also like hard. And he hits everyone so perfectly and cleanly. It's like the best earworm I've ever heard.
Yeah.
This is the stage that made me love Taiki. Like, that's my son. I'm gonna go to bat for him until I die.
That's real. Again, I'm like super impressed with Kanon. Like, they all like really like wowed me, but there's something about Kanon and his performance and his voice that like just like really really hits me.
For me, it's his little smile and how much like chest is in his mixed voice.
Yes, his mixed voice is so good, and like I love how easily he can switch to the falsetto. He reminds me of
really high falsettos.
Yeah, he reminds me of Junon with being able to just go up there. He's like, oh yeah, this is nothing for me.
He's like, oh, I'm up here now, and it's like, oh,
it's like, oh, you left me behind, but I'm catching up. I promise, I'm right here.
Yeah, it's a difference between like he has kind of like a clean falsetto where Rui has more airy falsetto, and they're both good and they're both different and they both serve their own purposes. But Kanon's is really surprising sometimes because all of a sudden he's just up there and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, he did that. He did that to me in Memoria. The promise to you ad lib. I was like, how did you? There with no warning.
No warning. He said, "We're doing this now."
Oh. Okay, so because you said something
so precious to me.
Because you said something after the first listen through, I really focused on when Taiki was singing, and he is an impressive vocalist too. I'd only ever heard him
That's what
do
I'm
rapping.
Talking about.
I'd only ever heard him do rapping before because, like, obviously on Glitch, if he was singing, it was usually with another voice or something like that. And then the same for East versus West. Like, the line distribution in that one is more difficult because there was like 11 and 12 guys on you know, so that there was a lot of like there wasn't a lot of isolation for like voices on those tracks, but I hadn't heard much from his. So when you said something, I was like, okay, when we do the lock-in portion, I want to make sure that I pay attention. Incredible, like impressive. How many times can I say incredible during this video?
That's okay. That's me saying crazy in the last video we recorded.
Yeah, he's really impressive vocalist. And they all are, obviously. And then for Kanon, again, not to keep talking about him, but he is my favorite. His demeanor and his body language when he's on the stage is just it's crazy. Like you
looks so comfortable up there.
Yeah, he's so comfortable. Like you're watching him, you're like, no way, this is an 18-year-old who started performing live like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Or however long it's been for him.
I think he might, I could be very wrong on this, he might have been a theater kid. So if he was, that makes sense.
Theater kid liking the theater kid, that's classic.
Well, classic.
Yeah, just like the really, like, I already talked about like the little details that they've added with their face acting and everything like that, but like his eyebrow movements, like just like the tiniest details, and he's got it down. Like I kept on the last one especially, my eyes kept trailing to wherever Kanon was, even though I was trying to watch the three of them.
Yeah. I think Rui in this group of three is kind of like the glue.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I see that.
You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of the bridge between Taiki and Kanon, and I like that. Especially because he's the longest trainee. Like, he was there I think he's been a trainee for 4 years at this point. Like, that's a long time. And then the boys have been joining him one by one. And so, I don't know, it's kind of apropos for him to be the bridge between the trainees.
Yeah, that's really cool too. Like, he you know, obviously they've each been with the company for a little bit now, but I mean, I'm assuming especially when they first joined the other two, Rui was like, I can kind of be your person for when things, because I know what you're going through.
Yeah, because I think Taiki, it was something like 8 months, I think, that Rui was there by himself as a trainee, and then Taiki joined like 8 months later, I think, and then Kanon was probably a year after that. But obviously Eddie was also in there at some point.
True.
Because he was also doing the trainee program with them. But yeah. So
I want to ask, does Eddie have a song with them?
Yes, I was just gonna say there's a whole EP called 15th Dream.
Oh, that's right.
And they put it out when they were 15. But it's because the three of them are the same age, and it's really good. It's there's a song there's I think 6 songs or 5, maybe 6. There's a song with the 3 of them. There's a song with 2 units of like 2 and 2, and then there's solo songs on it too.
Gotcha.
It's very good.
Yeah, they're I just, the way that they I mean, we talked about Kanon already like being really comfortable on stage, but like they all have some degree of comfort on the stage, like way more than I've ever seen anybody have for being, you know, 17 to 18 years old.
Yeah, and still technically being a trainee. It's I think it's really cool that they've had enough opportunities to get on the stage since being trainees at BMSG. Like, BMSG doesn't just lock their trainees away and not let them ever see the stage until they debut or whatever. Like, they get stage practice before they debut, so when they do debut, they're ready for it.
Yeah, so I was just about to...
It makes perfect sense.
Us being on the same wavelength today, I was just about to say, like, that's like a huge like compliment to Sky High in the way that he's running BMSG, him and whoever's helping him run BMSG, is that they are allowing the growth to happen in like not just like really cool ways. Like, I'm sure like they're like, oh, we're just trainees and we're already performing in front of a massive crowd. Like, so that's just like, just thinking about that is cool, but also the experience that you gain from that is like nothing else.
Well, especially because with the Fes stages, like, we can look back over time, like, and see the difference between last year, like between Fes 23 and Fes 24, and even the difference between, even though they happen on the same day, when the 3 of them are separate in 3 different groups and have kind of a smaller part to play versus this song where it's the 3 of them together and they have an incredible amount of time on stage to prove themselves. And even just like, obviously you can't say that it's like, I don't know, growth, especially if they're happening on the same day, but like it goes to show like the stage comfortability and like the ability to like transfer from like, oh, I'm kind of a little bit in the back in this big group of guys that are all older than me, and now I'm with my 2 friends and we're at the front of the stage, we sing the whole song.
Yeah,
I don't know, I just think it's cool, like, even though these things happened at the same time,
there's
like different guys.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference. Like essentially they're taking like kind of a backseat role in the bigger group ones, but then when it's their song, when it's their time to shine, they're like, no, I'm in the driver's seat. Actually, we're all driving. This is a 3-wheel car.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. There's 3 steering wheels in this car
and they're all driving.
That's crazy. I would never trust them. Especially not Rui.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if he can drive. None of them can drive. They're babies.
I think it was related to what you were saying, but it just like totally jumped out of my brain.
It's because I was kind of yapping.
Well, no, I wanted to hear what you had to say. Oh, let's talk about the lighting.
Oh, classic us.
We just like stage design.
We love lighting.
I really liked that. I mean, obviously it was blue for most of it. It was just like, you know, blue lights, white lights.
Blue with regular spotlights, yeah.
Yeah, but then there were parts of it. I think was it during the. Yeah, it had to have been.
Yeah, right there. It's during the dance break.
Yeah, then the pink lights, the pinkish purple lights.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Because obviously the lighting changed quite a bit in the performance video during the dance break. So I'm glad that they were able to like keep that kind of consistent across the live performance of it.
Mm-hmm.
I also just really like the pink lights, I think. Oh, and then there's some red in there too. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Well, they're kind of like you know, sky and marine.
That's
colors.
true. Yeah. But it's a smart way to use the colors that are for like the units that they have, but
yeah,
for other stages. Oh, and then like on the screen in the back, I was noticing that they had the lyrics up. I love that.
I love it too. I love it. And they always do it so nicely.
Yeah, it's never distracting. Like if you're watching the big screen and you're seeing them, like you're not distracted from the performance at all. It's like just there if you want it.
Mm-hmm. If I could read them.
Well, yes. It's just a catchy song.
I'm getting really scared for the next video. I'm going to be so honest.
Right when I was about to ask you if you're ready to move on.
Yeah, because like it is time to move on, but like it's a 14-minute video and I haven't seen it yet.
And you already started crying when you heard a little bit of it.
Yeah, because I know what Taiki's going to say. Because I saw it on Twitter.
So then you have to tell me.
Well, we'll turn the subs on when we get there.
Is it like in the middle of it?
Yeah, we'll notice. Yeah, it's like around there.
Okay. And they're doing 2 songs. They're doing Forked Road and Thinkin Bout You cover. So is it in the order that they have it listed?
Yeah, it starts off hot on the Thinkin Bout You cover.
Great.
So
great.
Fantastic.
One of my favorite SMS songs. It was between Thinkin Bout You and Super Icy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready.
I'm scared.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thinking about you, thinking about you. Yeah.
Oh, the clapping.
I will take your love so violently by online. I can't stop my feeling more time. Thinking about you. Thinking about you. Hey, how we do.
His diction is crazy.
Thinking about you. Hey.
Wow, he sounds so good.
Yeah. Hello?
The fact that he's singing a Sota verse right now? Wow!
I can't stop my feeling more Thinking about you. Thinking about you. How we do with you. Now I'm thinking about you. Hey. I know it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Think about me もっと今以上 Baby show me love 足りない独りよがりのわがままをまた顔に出してしまった飽きるまで苦しませてよそばにいたい 答えはないみたい
Hands up, hands
Controls
up.
hold you
I've
tight
been taking love so by online I can't stop my feeling もう答えなんてわからないよ Thinking about you Thinking about you How we do 今は Thinking about you 目と目が合うたび深く落ちてくようなマジック綺麗な言葉はいらないまあ Think about you 開く地面君がいないと始ま
They're
ら
so
ない
cute.
君じゃなきゃ終われないこと
I
は
will take your love so fine
Okay, Taiki.
He's still going.
I'm feeling もう答えなんてわからないよ Thinking about you Thinking about you How we do 今は Thinking about youブリスフレーム
Okay.
やんな何それ
でもさ Every day
台無し何してん
さっきの
Now, do you want to pause?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
I cried
my
like a little baby like the
God.
whole time.
Okay, so immediately I wanted to say this. I really liked that when they were distributing the parts for the cover, it wasn't that, you know, they just got like, you know, they matched members like Kanon didn't do Shota's and Rui didn't do Manato's and Taiki didn't do Sota's. They like mixed it up like
Yeah,
the-
yeah. They picked parts that you didn't expect them to pick. Like,
Yeah.
I did not expect to hear Rui doing Sota's part.
I didn't expect to hear Taiki doing Manato's part. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my god. That was only 3.5 minutes. This is a 14-minute song. I mean, video.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that was really good.
Yeah, what
The
fuck?
little extra little things that they did, like
Yeah, the
they
ending there.
made that song their own.
The ending there was so
Like-
funny. Like
Oh
what?
yeah, they're just a bunch of goofballs.
Oh,
Just a bunch of silly little guys, especially Rui.
I loved hearing the higher parts, like the prettier parts without the auto tune. Like obviously, I like the auto tune on Shota. It sounds really good, but hearing it without, I was like, "Whoa, this like changes the
Yeah.
song entirely."
It was really nice. And man, did Taiki deliver
Yeah.
in a way that I did not see him delivering, and I am so happy about it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
台無し何してんねん
God.
They're
They're so good.
they're so cute.
Yeah, so Kanon's diction at the beginning was really good. But we already talked about how he's like pretty good at pronouncing English words.
Hmm.
Man, Taiki, his vocal skills, like I was not expecting it. Like I didn't think he was gonna be a bad singer or anything like that, but like he is like
Yeah.
like how
He's
can
killing
I can't even
He
speak.
surprised me too. I can't either. Like he hit those notes and he hits them with like he doesn't hit them scared. You know, like
No.
he hits them
Yeah.
with full power and I'm like, "Whoa."
Oh, and then Rui really impressed me with Sota's parts. That part, that one part where the part that Sota does like the moving note in autotune and then he does it without autotune, like
Wow. It's so good. He really hits that. Like they like I love Show Minor Savage,
oh yeah.
but I kind of like this version more.
Yeah, I see it. It's so
Like
funny.
I kind of
For this
like
song,
I kind of like this version of this song. Like this maybe it's because I haven't seen like a real live stage of Show Minor Savage actually doing it themselves, but like this is crazy.
yeah.
They did such a good job.
Like honestly, if I were to like rank the versions of this song, it would be like the studio version here, and then the oval version, and then the apartment band version, and then this version.
I think my ranking would be the same. Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
like, I just like that they made this song their own. Like they pretty much stuck to what the song sounded like, but then
Yeah.
there was like tiny little parts where they made it theirs. And I also wanted to talk about Kanon, the way that it's like you would not think that this is a cover based on the way that he's performing it. Like you would be like, no, this is
For
his
sure.
song.
Yeah. No, like I think that's what sells me so much on it is like they perform this song like it's theirs. Not like they're covering it. Like they took this song and they made it their own, even if it's very, very, very similar to like obviously it's a cover. Like
Yeah.
they do the same things vocally as Show Minor Savage do on the original track, but or at least on the re-recording.
Right,
but
of course.
I don't know what it is about their three voices together, but they just blend so nicely, and I love listening to it. Like I'm going to listen to this so often.
And then I have to leave immediately because I can't listen to the Ment again.
No, we cannot listen to the Ment again. They shattered my heart.
Oh my god, especially
and I am
Taiki,
so
dude.
excited. I'm so excited for the last piece. Like I'm so excited. I've been buzzing since the announcement at Fes. Since I saw anything about it, I have been buzzing, waiting. Like I don't want to wait this long.
I know,
I have
a
to wait
whole
so
year.
long. Yeah. Well,
like 9
I'm not
months.
well, yeah, I'm not positive when the show is going to be starting. The auditions already started, I think, in October or November. So, like, they started filming in October or November. I think that means that they'll probably be done filming in the spring, which means the show might start airing right after that.
Oh, okay.
So it might not be like their debut is probably next fall-ish, but like they'll probably have pre-debut stuff in the summer. So we might get some like the show might start in the spring. I don't know if the timeline is actually out yet, but I will be tuning in every single week as soon as it drops.
We have to knock out the first mission so I can watch with you.
I know we have to. We have to because you need to know the RuiTaiNon Taiki Kanon backstories before you watch the last piece. You need to be on the same page as me.
Yes, I agree. Oh my god, how do we still have 10 minutes of video to watch?
I know, like we can't just go back and watch this again. We can't.
Not yet,
we
anyway.
Have to keep going. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is this the part? No, right?
I'm not sure. They might do a forked road now, and then they do the Ment in the middle. No, are they?
It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Oh, okay, turn the subs on and let's see how good they are. They'll probably be fine. They'll be good enough.
いいですね。ありがとうございます。2階の方は楽しんでますか？最高です。ありがとうございます。
やばい、もう終わっちゃうね。
もうラストだよ。
もうガチでラストだ。
じゃなくて最高っす。もうみんななんか板についてきたよね。いや俺これを目標としてやってたから。あの活動は俺これを目標としてやってた。
Like, how are they this comfortable talking to an
何の説明
audience?
もなくね。
もちろん
最初やりだして
もちろん
何か分かんなかったけど。
もちろん。
まあ本当ラストですから。しかも最終公演のラストですから本当にもう最後の最後ですよ。
ね。
冗談をしてください、さすがに。はい、じゃなくて。
それ序盤にやるやつじゃん。
じゃなく、そのイも嫌なのよ。終わりたくないから俺らみんなで惜しもうぜ。
暴れまくってるよ。
本当だよ。どうしてくれんだよ。いや、ここで俺を提示しておかないとやっぱ忘れられないように。
まあでも
爪痕をね。
マジでこの俺らなんかまあ詳しくはなんか深くは言えないですけど、そのすげえ大事なライブが今日になると思うんで、その思いをね一人一人言ってきますか。
そうですね。僕からですか。
はい。
いやー、もう最後か。いや本当にねマジで寂しい。
寂しい。
だって俺らね、俺は2年、そして大輝とルイは3年トレーニーやってきたけど、もうそのトレーニーとしてやるライブっていうのが本当わずかになってきてるから、もうこれが最後かもしれないし、ラストピースも発表されて、なんかね、本当気合を入れていかなきゃいけないなとも思いつつ、このなんていうんだろう、トレーニーという期間が終わってしまうことにちょっと寂しさを感じてしまっているところも正直あって、それもやっぱりその温かい皆様が、温かく皆様がいつも応援してくれてるから、本当に皆さんがいなかったら僕たちこうやって活動できてませんから、本当にいつもありがとうございます。こんなに集まってくれると思わなかった、正直。だからそういう方たちのためにも、もちろん自分のためにも、自分たちを支えてくれたその関係者の方とか家族とかのためにも、本当にこれからギアをもう一段階上げて、ザ・ラストピースに万全に挑めるように、そしてこのトレーニーショーケースをね、綺麗に締められるようにね、今からのパフォーマンスをちょっとね、頑張りたいと思います。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
はい、ということでそうですね、なんか本当に俺はなんかまあ最後とかは一回置いとけないものですけど、まあ置いといたとして、なんか本当にこう皆様に今日会えてよかったし、今日なんか本当に元気をもらえた日なので、本当に皆様に感謝しています。本当にありがとうございます。もう俺らはもうちょっと自分らしくね進んで、もうふざけまくるんで、俺は
My heart is warm.
それでみんなを笑顔にできたらなって思います。
Oh, he's so cute.
はい、まあそんな感じでこれからも本当にお世話になるので、本当に全BMSG 関係者、そして応援してくださっている方々、これからもよろしくお願いします。
I'll be here.
Me too.
いや、はい本当今日はごめんなさい、改めて見に来てくださってありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
いやー、本当なんて言うんだろう、俺が最後って言いたくないですけど、なんか最後のような気がしてて、なんかこのトレーニー期間でこうやってきたこととかっていっぱいあるじゃないですか。そう俺らだと3年、カノンだと2年やってきたんですよ。だからリアルに終わりたくないなと思って、だからありがとうごめんミスターザ・ファーストから始まってでミッション始まって、それこそ翔太君にすごい支えられてたんですよ。でなんか次は自分が支えられる側になりたいなって思って、支えてあげる側になりたいなと思って、はいあの時の翔太君みたいな感じで、そのザ・ラストピースに参加してくれる方、自分みたいな子がいたら支えてあげたいなって思います。はい、そしてね、こんないい景色見させてもらってるので本当に感謝しかないです。本当に自分たちは全力で音楽を届けるだけだし、この例えば会えない期間があったとしても、自分たちはずっとこの景色だったり、他の地方に行った景色だったり、フェスの景色だったり、ザ・ファーストの時の景色だったり、全部覚えて全部乗っけて本気で日本取って世界目指しに行くんで、ぜひ応援してくだ
That's
さい。
us. The world.
ありがとうございます。だからね、俺らはもう ここで宣言させてください。俺らはもうトレーニーじゃなくてデビュー前アーティストです。
今からやる曲は今日リリースされた曲です。今までみんなが
Oh,
僕たち
going
を応
right
援して
into
くれ
the
た
song is crazy.
Yeah, what the hell? Hold on, I gotta wipe my tears. Oh my god. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I saw that clip of Taiki saying how much Shota helped him out and how if there's another kid like him,
He wants to be the Shota for him. My god. I don't think I'm gonna
That's crazy,
survive the
bro.
first.
no, if this is getting you this bad, you're not gonna survive the first.
I'm still crying. The tears are coming faster than I can wipe them.
the fact that you said earlier, I don't even know these guys, and
And
you're
I'm like
crying about it.
Oh. It's just the I'm like a sympathetic crier a lot.
Yeah, if I see somebody crying, I'm also going to cry.
Yeah, so it was a little bit of that, but also just like the emotion in his voice, like immediately. I was like, oh my god.
Yep. Rui trying to cheer him up
I
by
know.
making a stupid face really close to his face. Rui's the mood maker for sure.
Oh.
I love them. They're my children. My 3 sons.
Oh my god. Okay, are we ready?
Sure.
Oh my god, you can see there's a tear that fell on my shirt. That's so funny.
Oh, great.
I haven't cried that much. I've caught every tear except for this time. I just wasn't expecting Taiki to like attack me that way.
Yeah, to absolutely spill his heart out.
Okay. Captions off now, right?
Yeah.
その恩返しに今度は僕たちがあなたを応援できるように Forked Road
And green, I have to tell you this, but green is the color that they're using for the last piece.
Gotcha.
Wow.
君がいなくたって大丈夫空を仰ぐいつの日か答え合わせをしよう涙も枯れきたいつかのように守るためにつく傷は誇り夢から覚めてスペレモと取りやその先に立つとしたゴールは遠い怖くても寂しくても自分に火つける理由を見つけろまた巡り明日の日まではこの痛みが高ったもんなるだろう騒ぎ出す
I would not be able to perform like Taiki is after crying like that. I love that little foot move.
Yeah, it's good.
それじゃまた日までもう一回あと一つ try 遠く身を焦がしそうその向こうに足伸ばした止まる暇なんてないお互い分かんなくてこんがらがって悩んだって間違ったってほらまっすぐ前向き3倍まだ戦ってたい I'm ready for it 約束一つが覚悟をくれるんだ涙なしも忘れないでいたい僕はまたいつか巡り合うから今からその時が来る
Wow.
騒ぎ出す このことが歌うんだ 僕を止めないで誰かじゃなくてそうさ僕のままでそれじゃまたおしまって
Wow.
いつだって一緒だったんだ間違ってないと知ったんだ瞬間の落下は遥か向こう I want to walk the room 見る可能性
興味もないね
みんな一緒に歌って That's just my way 騒ぎ出す Yeah この鼓動が歌うんだ僕を責めないで
誰がじゃなくて
そうさ僕のままで僕たちは最後まで
Give me the hug.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh man.
Oh,
I got emotional again.
I mostly held it in, but
Man,
wow.
after hearing them talk, I couldn't. The floodgates opened, so they're just open now. I mean, I know we just watched a stage where they performed it live, so I don't think there's too much else we could say about it.
There's not too
but
much different.
Yeah,
I think this one, the energy is just completely different.
Yeah,
And I liked it. I like both
It
a lot.
felt,
I actually like the lighting on this one more.
I did like the lighting on this one more, especially because you said that they're using green for the missing piece or the last piece. So that was really cool. I think when it comes to the energy that they had, like for Fes, it was more like it was a showcase in a different way where it was like more about business and more about like this is what we can do, and this one it was more like we're about to take on a new journey. Man, I'm getting emotional again. We're about to take on a new journey, and this song is the beginning of it.
Yeah.
Kanon's ad libs, the high notes absolutely blew me away again. Taiki, the heart that he put into this one, like he had a lot of heart in Fest, but I know that this one meant more to him. Man,
Yeah.
get it together. Get it together.
I just need Taiki to know how cool I think he is. Like, I'm just some girl from the other side of the world.
Yeah, we're just
And
too,
he's just like a kid.
yeah, we're
but-
too old people to him, and he's just a kid.
Literally 10 years older than him. But I think he's just so cool.
Yeah, they're all just so, man.
Like, how can I be proud of 3 guys that I have never met?
Exactly. It's like why like I said earlier, I'm now just getting to know them, and I've already like got all of these big emotions about them. Man, I'm really excited to see what they do,
Me too.
cuz
And finally, the next trainee video we do will not be nearly as emotional as this one.
thank God. I don't think I could handle it.
Yeah, this is the big one. For sure.
Just a couple more things about that stage. The lighting, we talked about the green, but the rest of the lighting, because like this was obviously done in mind, like with their song in mind, so we got a little bit more flavor with the lighting. I still like that they stuck with the like purple and pinkish reddish color for the dance break.
I love the flashing white lights.
Yeah.
Usually I'm not a huge fan of flashing lights because I'm like, whoa, I'm overwhelmed. But I think they worked really well here.
Yeah, this one just felt, it almost felt more personal. I mean, I know that this venue is a bit smaller. I could see that it was a bit smaller, so it probably just felt more
A lot
personal.
smaller.
It probably just
Yeah.
felt more personal because of that too, but like just like the energy that they had for the performance, and also just like everything that led up to it, like that just like it felt like it hit me closer to my heart.
I mean, I think it's also too because like Fes is, it's an audience full of people who are fans of other people. Like that audience is full of Be First fans and Mazel fans and Shota fans and Core fans, Boss fans. Like the trainees probably don't have a nearly as much of a
Following.
fan presence,
Yeah.
right? Because which makes sense because they're not really like fully fledged artists yet. But like they said at the beginning of that meant like I didn't expect so many people to be here just for us. Like that's crazy. They filled out that venue.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm glad they get to see stuff like that.
God. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. If you cried with us, congrats, we're all on the same page.
If you also feel super proud about 3 young guys that you don't know, let us know.
We're all in the same boat here.
Yeah.
But yeah, God, I love this group. I love the like group as in the whole company. I'm beyond, we've said this in another video, but I'm beyond thrilled with the fact that we are existing right now. Like we're adults and like we're able to fully appreciate everything that's coming out of this company and everything that Sky High is doing to like essentially revive the music industry to be more about the art rather than the industry, which is what it's turned to. Like obviously new music comes out, it's good music, but from the foundation, usually it's not pretty. But Sky High, I mean obviously the foundation isn't going to be pretty, it's not going to be perfect, but the foundation that Sky High has built is a lot warmer, it's a lot more human.
Yeah, a lot more focused on, well, I mean, he always says that the philosophy of the company is to not kill talent. You don't want to take people who love music and love making music and put them through this machine that makes them not want to do it anymore. Because we're going to cry again.
Yeah, we are.
This always happens. But yeah, no, I just appreciate him.
Yeah, he's I said it for his birthday post. He's such a light in this world.
Yeah.
Not just in the music sphere, but just in the world. Like his outlook on life, the way he treats people, like it's just so, I'm getting emotional again. It's so clear to see that he's like, I am a human being. I want to treat everybody else around me as human beings because at the end of the day, we're the same. We're all experiencing this life together. So why should I make it miserable for anybody else if I can make it better?
Yeah.
But anyway, before I start sobbing again, thank y'all for hanging out with us today. I hope you guys liked this video. I loved recording this video. So like, if anything,
this one's gonna be a long one, but
yeah, it's I mean, you're at the end now, so you know that it's long. But I think it was worth it to spend this much time on the trainees, especially because they don't have as much content out right now. And I also just, you know, I'm so glad that I like doing these videos. Like this does not feel like a chore to me. Like we're so busy all the time doing stuff for these videos. Like almost every day I'm doing something for these videos, and so is Sid.
Yep.
But it's not a chore. It doesn't feel like it's draining. I'm just like, I want to do more. So even if we didn't, like, obviously y'all tuning in and everything has been incredible. Like I never in a million years imagined that thousands of people would be watching us talk about BMSG artists.
I did not think so either.
Even if we had
5 people out there.
Even if we had 5, we would still love doing this as much as we love doing it right now, because for us, it's not about the views, it's not about the money, it's not about anything material or anything like that. It's simply about the art. And the love and
talking
care
with your friend.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
And the love and care that goes into creating the art, into building up these people to be wonderful human beings. And of course, getting to hang out with my friend and talk about an interest that we share.
Yes.
But yeah, that's gonna be it from us. If you liked the video, like the video. If you wanted to say something to us, if you wanted to agree with us on something, if you wanted to disagree with us about something, you can comment down below. And you can also subscribe to never miss when we post again. But we're not your parents. You don't have to do anything. You ain't gotta do shit.
Do not.
We're gonna be here again, mostly crying, but also laughing and talking and screaming. And we will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we'll be doing the trainee video soon so we can get another look at the trainees and maybe not cry so much the next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes. Thank you for being here.
Bye.